Virgo, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of August 2020, focusing on your career and work life. I thought you have a good month so far for the month of July. So let's see what is in store for you for August. So the first card for you representing the present position of your spread towards the beginning of the month, you have the Four of Clubs. So the Four of Clubs here indicates that in the beginning of the month, you might be attending a lot of gatherings that are taking place in your workplace or even in your houses. So you may have like a house parties or like a celebrations, birthday parties or things like that. You may have to attend those. It can also be like a summer gatherings. This can also be happening for those of you who are in the northern hemisphere. Or it can be like just a gathering in general. So it can be a virtual gatherings as well. That can also be the case here. But it looks like that this gathering is something that you are intended to have. So you actually may be the organizer on that, or you might be having a lot of important roles in this kind of events. So the next card that you have representing the influence card or a bridge card towards the middle of the month, you have the Seven of Diamonds. So the Seven of Diamonds here indicates that you have been quite, I would say, very diligent on your work, and all of those hard work that you have put in would finally materialize in your current job right now, like amount of recognitions that you have. This is like the time for you to harvest those. So if you haven't seen any appreciation so far, like nothing comes around, like even your boss doesn't really notice what you have done to the whole team, then towards the middle of the month you might get those recognitions, might get those appreciation on what you have done to the team and to the whole projects and to the whole company in particular. So the next card that you have representing the the past position of your spread, you have the Nine of Clubs. So this can also be like something related to your work, like a promotions or a bonus kind of things. Those type of measure can be happening in your life. So the past positions, you have that card there. So it looks like that in the past you have been trying your best to fight the whole fight for your rights, fight for your goals. It doesn't mean that you have to fight for other people. It looks like it's all about you and your families in general. So if you have been laid off in the past, maybe you have been fighting for your rights to get like severance package or like compensation from your past employers or things like that, or even like applying for the government benefits, government social welfare, or government subsidies and things like that. But I do see that you have been really concerned about that. So you put a lot of effort on that. So in the past, you shouldn't be giving up to that as well. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learn from the past, you have the Ten of Spades. So if this is something related to that laid off or termination that you have, you just have to take it as a grain of salt. There's nothing that you can do about it, so you cannot change it, and there's no point of stressing over it as well. So you just have to be very, very in tune with what you have right now. So whatever happens. So you just have to be very cautious on that and just be mindful. So if you have been laid off, then just take responsibility. Try to find some other jobs, and you cannot change that reality for yourself. So even if you have been deciding to resign as well, that can also be your own decisions, not other people, and don't blame it to the conditions that we have right now. So you have to take responsibility, and those ending is necessary. So the next card is representing the things that you need to let go of. You have the Ace of Diamond. So the usual paycheck that you may have to be gone for good. So you have to let go those those amount of money that you always see in your bank account every month. If you've been let go, so you just have to be very careful on your spending, and also try to find another employment. So this is a time for you to find the best possible path. If you want to change career for some time, but you don't have courage to do so, so when you are laid off like that, this is the best time for you to do so. Don't hold back and just move on. Go to the new endeavor that you are, passionate about, that you wanted to do for so long, but you never had the courage because you don't want to let go your stable job. But now this is the time. There's nothing to lose, right? So the next card that you have representing the future cards, or towards the end of the month, you have the Six of Spades. So if you have to travel for work, or if you have to attend the interview for work, then you have to go. So there's nothing to be scared about, as long as it's domestic flights or domestic commute, then it should be okay. I think most of the countries haven't opened up their border to the international flights, or in like a inbound or outbound international flights, especially for the foreign visitors. So you have to be very cautious on selecting which company that you want, basically. So you may have to be very, very, I would say, selective, yeah, and also be very vigilant too, and just do the work. So that may require you to move. If you get the job already towards the middle of the month, then you may want to consider to move. Let's say if that workplace is far away from your city, or from the place that you live, maybe it's a good way to just relocate rather than just commuting every day like 2 or 3 hours. So lastly, here to clarify the whole readings, at the bottom of the deck you have the Ace of Hearts. Then you have double aces here too. So basically, I mean, the month of August may not be very easy for you, but I do see that there is a light by the end of the tunnel. You see that this combination of the cards, so from the 4 to 7 to 6, so you basically will have a clear path ahead. So if you have been dismissed by your employer for a couple of months, this is the right path for you to start something new. So if you haven't let go and you don't know what to do next, this is the time for you to decide. It's time for you to start something new that you have been waiting for, if you have been wanting so for a long time. If you want to open up your own business, this is the first time for you. This is the time for you to do it. If you don't have any capital, then just ask from your parents or your friends or anybody that trusts you as a person to run the business. But if you want to start any like side hustles or things like that, it can also be the case too. So there is no limit on that. So it depends on you and your willingness to do so. So that's mainly from your own end. So basically, it's a good reading. You just have to be very positive on that so that you can gain more on that. Okay, so I hope that this reading is helpful, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe and push the bell icon so that you get the notification every time we publish a new video. And if you want to donate to our channel, you can do so by sending your donation via PayPal to this email. And see you next month. Thank you.